Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle at the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Now it's second down here. To the air, it's Moore. Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
A quick 3rd and 10, and the crowd now really getting into it. They'll run it here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. No chance to catch him.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
Here's the point after attempt. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Gives it to the back. Running with purpose. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. He's running out of time here. Pass caught. He breaks through now, has room to run. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
You know, a lot of sometimes these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
The shotgun running play call. Tackle, but forced down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Pulls it in. It's Law. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this.
Touchdown, Alabama. This quarterback on fire today. Lining up to try the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Grab down the middle. It's Dickey. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. To throw, it's Simpson. Looking to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a 1st down in the red area? Beautiful play.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Looking for a gap. It's James. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? And they'll use the ground game here. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st period of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack. And they're
touchdown, Crimson Tide. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Pitch to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. Receiver in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's good for a 1st down near the 40.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll run the option. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already job of establishing the run game, opens up the play. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. The corner's now playing a couple of yards off the ball. They'll run it from the gun. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. He's got some room to work. An explosive gain, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many? Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops with a 2-minute warning. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking downfield. It's Simpson. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Oh, a reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He'll throw it now. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on 4th down, and you come up with a 1st down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, tie. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Getting set. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's Moore. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Makes a quick catch. Hits into space at the 50. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. And a timeout is called in important stage late here in the second quarter. The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's an out route, the catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Alabama. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. Playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
A quick juke. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll test the right side here. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of him.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes a decision, the rest of the defense is coming in. Nice tackle for a loss.
Offense in a split backfield now. It's a shotgun run call. And tackled there by the defense.
Wow, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Makes the first down, but Hazy Price, big hit there at the end.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Using his legs, it's Whittington. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. He scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back to pass. It's Simpson. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Bama. Made the defense look slow that time. That's another strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Dropping back. It's Moore. Tries to get it to the running back. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The Ducks are going to keep this drive rolling.
3-25.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Caught behind the line. It's James. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that short completion. Looking to throw it again. That's reeled in. It's James. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do. They're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. They'll hand it off. That one moves the ball to the 13-yard line. Important second down play coming up. They'll feed the back again. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Looks to the left, and it's complete. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon. When we had a short field, the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT off the left upright. It's ugly, but it counts. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what, they
looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. You talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
The RPO caught to the right. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Automatic on the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Fighting off the tackler. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
And the Ducks pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finds room at the 30. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Boy, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. So they pass on the chip shot field goal. They're going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 5. Back to pass. It's Simpson. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The offense signals for timeout. 28 seconds remaining on the clock. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? That's a safety for the defense.
Well, Chris, to me, that really wraps this game up. Maybe if they had a little bit more time, there might be a chance for them to overcome the safety. But this late in the 4th quarter, down now multiple possessions. This one's all but decided.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.